everyone, welcome to IndieVoice, here to bring more indie games to your day. Now the game we're looking at today is something that was just released not too long ago, but is a game that is really weird, but also really drawn in on how odd this is, especially with how this game has been created. And the game we're looking at today is called Anuchard. Now this game is a really standout type of game. Sure, not many of you may not know about it. I mean, there weren't that many trailers for it or anybody showing it off, but this game is so weird, but so good. The story focuses on the main character, which is you. You are the Bellwielder, which is supposed to be saving people and rescuing them from this mysterious place called the Dungeon. The Dungeon is a place that was created from the heavens above after it smashed into the planet below, which twisted the rest of the lands into these 5 areas. But before that happened, there were these 5 ancient guardians that was keeping it all safe from all harm until they turned upon the kingdom and its denizens, which, as you see in the gameplay here, they've all been turned to stone or have been completely changed entirely. So your job as the Bellwielder is to bring them back, rescue the Paradise Lost, and return to the Anuchard to the heavens. In my personal playthrough here, this game is, like I said in the beginning, really odd on how your weapon is a big bell and you're smashing enemies in the face with a bell. But the characters are so fascinating and so funny, and then you just get so into the story and the characters. No, this game is not that long. You could probably beat it in 2 days. Now, unless you wanted to just rush it or go through the entire thing, then probably in a day. But this game is so worth it just to experience the characters and the uniqueness, and then interacting with your bell to see what it can do against enemies, or how can you use it to heal yourself, and doing a whole bunch of other stories and backstories. There are plenty of puzzles to solve. This game is something that is on the lines of, you have to check this out. You are also using this tool to revive each villager that can contribute to your quest, such as farmers, chefs, herbalists, and will all help you and the village. Prepare to go deeper adventures within the dungeon, cook up meals with using ingredients provided by the orchard, then head to the fray. Now, the cooking segment definitely reminds me of Breath of the Wild, but at least this one's more like, here's a recipe, if you don't have enough ingredients, can't cook it. But if you do cook it, you get to expand your health bar or several other things that you could do throughout the game, and hearing the characters' interactions while they're eating the prepared meal. The pros and cons of Anuchard. Pros for this game are the great characters, good storyline, including the using a bell-like object that is an instrument of mayhem, but also using the same weapon to solve puzzles, and using the other abilities that you gain along the way, such as one ability allows you to put this little stand out which heals you before the battle or while in battle. Then you have the several other abilities that you'll gain along the way. I don't want to spoil it too much. This game is something that is really fun and really interesting on how you get to see what happened to the entire island before it hit the land below. Now, the cons. There is some bit of aggravation, especially when it comes to using the dodge roll, but then coming up to hit an enemy. You might automatically miss, or you might just not even hit entirely. That is slightly frustrating, but then again, it is something that you must use a controller. I cannot say this enough. Using a controller is so much useful than using your keyboard in certain games. This is one of them. Now, for the verdict I give for Anuchard, a rating that this is a great story. It's a unique thing to see what happened to this entire village and how it came from the heavens down to the earth. Seeing the guardians again, and the fact that you as the Bellwielder are saving your village from whatever destiny that dungeon has for this entire world, and it's up to you to save them. I give Anuchard a rating of buy it. This is definitely worth buying. This is something that I would tell anybody if they're looking for something new, completely different. So thank you for looking at this video. Thank you for liking it. Thank you for sharing it amongst friends, maybe others that may be interested in getting their games reviewed. Also, if you are interested in helping the YouTube channel get to 500 plus subscribers and beyond, to make sure we can help more indie developers, followed by Kickstarters or games that you may not have heard of from itch.io. Anything to help the indie developers of today. You keep being awesome, and hopefully we'll see you in the next video.